Alright, the skills you need for the build are Wounding Strike, Aramit's Attack, Mystic Sweep, Malicious Strike, Critical Eye, Way of the Master, Aura of Holy Might, and Critical Agility. You can switch out Critical Eye for a variety of skills. You can put in skills like Asuran Scan or I Am the Strongest or any other PvE skill. You can put in basically whatever smokes your fancy. I prefer Critical Eye, so that's what I'm using. And another thing is I'm going to be posting the build template in the video description. You can copy and paste and put into Guild Wars for yourself from now on. Alright, you're going to want to start off by putting up your last 4 skills, and then once they're all up, you just use your first 4 skills in order. And you rinse and repeat. Seems pretty simple. While the concept for this build may seem pretty simple, you need to keep these things in mind. Even though this build seems pretty powerful, you need to remember that you're not a tank. Don't rush in and think you could take on the entire mob by yourself and then die and then get rezzed again and then end up with 60 DP next thing you know and then you're useless. So be careful when using this. Don't try and aggro an entire mob to yourself and try and solo them without the rest of your party. Don't act like a tank. Don't act like a warrior when you're not. Another thing you need to remember is to keep your enchantments up. If you forget to cast those last 4 skills, then you're pretty much useless and you're just an assassin running around with a scythe doing nothing. Those are the skills that generate the damage for this build. So where can this build be used? Obviously this is a PvE only build. Don't go into PvP with this build and then tell me it doesn't work, because you're going to look stupid and people are going to laugh at you. I'd say you can use this build in a variety of PvE places. You just need to look out for things like enchantment removal and anti-melee things like blocking and blindness. And also look out for creatures that don't have flesh, because then Wounding Strike won't be as effective as it is otherwise. I'd think this build would be very useful in hard mode as long as you're using it correctly. You need to be careful in hard mode because things can kill you very fast, especially if you're a squishy old assassin. Now if you're using it right and not acting like a tank when you're not, you could wipe out enemies really fast in hard mode and vanquish like none other. But remember, be careful when using this. You're still an assassin and you're not a perma anymore. Another alternative for vanquishing as an assassin would be the Discord Caller build. For more information on that, watch my guide to Discord Way. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for yet another build guide. So let me know if you liked it or if you hated it. You can PM me in-game as Doombox, or if you have a build suggestion that you'd like to see in a future build guide, you can PM me in-game with any requests you have, or you can send me a YouTube private message with the build template and then describe to me how you use the build and where it's used and stuff like that. That tends to be a little bit better if you want to contact me, because I get spammed a ton in-game and I tend to miss like half the PMs I get, and I apologize if you're one of those. I try to get to as many PMs as I can. Also, if you'd like to join one of my Curza guilds, you can PM me in-game with any questions you have about it, or I'll just send you an invite. I was very surprised with the amount of positive feedback and suggestions I got for posting my first build guide. I'm glad that you guys like this because it's fun and easier for me, because, you know, making my other guides that are like 8 minutes long can tend to take a lot of time out of my day when I'm busy and stuff. These are nice quick guides that I can make easily and fun for me, fun for you, fun for everybody. Yay. My goal is to cover all the professions before I start doing repeats, but you never know, I might not do that. But yeah. Well, that's pretty much it for this Assassin Dervish build guide. Thanks for watching, and this is Doombox signing out.